welcome back to today's vlog. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Aisha and I'm a PhD student at the University of Cambridge. On this channel, I document my journey through grad school with the hope to inspire anyone who is thinking of pursuing postgraduate studies either at the University of Cambridge or anywhere else in the world. So today is 17th of May 2021. As you can probably tell with the title description, I'm working from home today. I'm just going to go through updates on what has happened in the past week or week and a half since the last time I vlogged. Last time I vlogged, I mentioned to you guys that I had like a ton of samples to microdissect. Alhamdulillah, I have finished with the microdissections of those samples. So I finished on Wednesday. It was crazy because, I did 10 cases in I think less than 2 weeks, and that was because I also worked during the weekend, so that sort of helped me to increase the pace of my work. DNA yield was fine for most of them or all of them, alhamdulillah. So now I have the samples ready in the lab, so the next part is for me to do some experiments on those DNA samples, and I'm not going to be doing that just yet because I need to catch up on my data analysis side, which I also discussed in my last vlog. So for the next week or a week and a half, probably even 3 weeks, who knows, I would be working from home. I might go to the lab here and there, but most of my work would be, data analysis and just making progress with that, because I've not had time to really do much on that because I've been working in the lab for the most part. If you notice that my energy level is low for this vlog or the coming next few vlogs, it's because I'm sort of like, I think, tired. And I think it's just probably because of, I've been exerting myself the past couple of weeks trying to catch up with the deadlines. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have like around 4 deadlines in the coming month. So that is the reason why you might sense that my energy level is low, which is fine. Like, it's just the usual PhD lifestyle. But I just thought it's important that I mention that to you. And to be honest, I was very close to not picking up the camera to vlog. And that's because in the next couple of weeks, as I mentioned, I'll be working from home. And when I work from home, to be very honest, there's not much going on. It's just me on my computer for the most part, just trying to figure out what I'm doing. And if I have meetings here and there, like I would have the meetings via Teams or Zoom, but otherwise I'm just on my desktop. Like, so if I have 24 hours in a day, I probably spend, I think, maybe 16 hours or let's say like 15 to 16 hours on my computer, which is not good, I know that, but again, what can I do? It's one of those sacrifices. This part is probably just in me ranting a bit to you guys. The idea of this vlogging thing is just to document my journey, and it is possible that it could come across as entertaining, and sometimes it could not be entertaining. One thing that I just want to mention is that this is a reality for me. So even though I can try my best to make it fun and entertaining to you guys, it's important to also always remember that all of this is just my own reality, and sometimes in my reality things are not just fun. Sometimes I don't have so many things to show you guys. So that's why I decided that I would vlog today as well. So there's a chance, I'm just giving a disclaimer, that there's a chance that it'll just be very basic, nothing like intriguing happening. You're not learning anything per se, but at the same time, the point of these vlogs is just to give you a realistic day-to-day life of a PhD student. And a realistic day-to-day life of a PhD student could sometimes be entertaining and fun and all over the place and vibrant, and then just some days that it's a bit meh, it's dull, it's you trying to figure out what you're doing and all of that, which is completely fine. So I just want us as a community to normalize that, to normalize the fact that life has both aspects to it. I'm going upstairs now, so I just actually finished eating my breakfast, which is quite late for breakfast, but then again, I'm tired these days, so I just ate my breakfast. So I'll go upstairs now to start a bit of data analysis. Just read, maybe data analysis and reading aside, because when I do my data analysis, I also Googled online to, if I'm trying to troubleshoot a code or whatnot, I Google at the side as well. It's around 2 p.m. I've got a meeting to discuss a bit of another part of data analysis that I'm doing for my project, which I'm starting with that part. So I'm not so used to how to go about the data analysis. So I'm speaking to someone who is a bit familiar with it to sort of, ask questions or just learn from them. Then after that, I have another meeting with my co-supervisor around 4 p.m. I'm not sure if that's going to take place, but that would be me just updating him on all the things that I have done, even though I've not done so many things. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the vlog. Catch you soon. Bye. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I wanted it through headphones because they're having construction stuff going on and it could interfere with the meeting. So that's why. But now, can you hear me? Because I can hear you through my headphones. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to have this conversation with you because I was hoping that maybe you could just show me how everything works such that I wouldn't like need to bother you all the time. What do you think is needed to? Yeah, I mean, you're the expert in this because I don't know much about it. So, no, I think it's good as how you have both sides if possible. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Like the background is super helpful. Just the theory behind everything. No. I think it's clear. Thank you. No question. Yes. Is it? I'll read more on it. Hi guys, so I've just finished with the Teams meeting that I told you that I was going to have around 2 p.m. So even though I mentioned that I was supposed to have it around 2 p.m., the person that I was supposed to have the meeting with sent me a text message around past 12 to ask if I was available. So we started the Teams meeting since around 12 and we've been on the call for almost 2 hours or so. So the part where you saw was me basically listening to him explain some of the data analysis that I talked about. So we finished a couple of minutes ago, maybe 10 to 15 minutes ago, and I prayed and now I'm just going downstairs to eat. Because the lab has a lot of people means that there are lots of experts in different things, and it's just such a privilege and a blessing to be able to, call on those people to ask them to sort of explain things to me or walk me through the type of analysis that I've never done before, and they're always happy to help me with it. So I can't imagine doing my PhD in a different scenario. So it's one of those small things that that it's a privilege to have. And yeah, I'm just so thankful and grateful to be able to have access to these experts in their respective fields, because it also helps me as a PhD student to improve in all those skills. So yeah, I'm done with that now. I'm starving, so I'm just going to go downstairs now to make lunch and eat.
To try and extract the mutational signatures. And what the algorithm will also give us, it will estimate for each individual cancer sample, it will estimate the contribution of each mutational signature to each individual cancer sample. So first we can look at this landscape of mutational signatures in human cancer. This is how I'm going to show you mutational signatures. This is one mutational signature.
Hi, sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Can you hear me?
If he could give you your codes, but I think the code he uses should be quite...
Yeah, it's a bit straightforward, but there's still some parts that I would have to figure out on my own, like making the for loop and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, because I think the for loop is a bit complicated for me to understand. I've been reading up on it for a while now, but I've still not been able to implement it in my analysis, just because I can understand what I see, but I can't make my own from scratch. So that's why I haven't been using it.
So there's another, in computer science, there's another approach to it, which you basically talk to yourself. So what you do is you look at the code, and you talk what happens at every stage.
Okay.
So it's a little bit, it's kind of like you were explaining it to somebody else. So you're looking at the code and you're just talking about what happens. So it's kind of, okay, so I start the for loop and I take the first object from the array X, and then this object is being taken and this and this and this happens to it. So you can start by trying to do something that simple.
Okay.
And just printing the output. And then when you kind of, when you can do those simple things, then you can start doing more complicated things.
Hi guys, so it's currently 4:34 and the last part where you saw was just me on the meeting with my co-supervisor. And basically what happened is that I was so chilled, like, because I've made my lunch quite late, so I was so chilled, casually eating my food. Then I just saw like a message on my Outlook that I have a meeting in less than 3 minutes. And I know I mentioned it to you guys earlier that I have a meeting with my co-supervisor at 4. For some weird reason, I just thought that maybe the meeting will not take place because we had met last week already, and usually I meet with my co-supervisor every 2 weeks just to catch up on my work and stuff. Because we met last week, I thought that, oh, maybe this week we will not meet. So that's why I was just, casually eating my lunch, listening to a talk about mutational signatures. And then I just saw a notification that my co-supervisor has joined the meeting. That's when I realized that, oh my God, obviously, yes. Like, I have a meeting soon. So that's why I left my lunch at the side to pop into the meeting. So now I need to get back to my lunch, which is already very cold and soggy. And also my tea here, which is, yeah, my tea too is a bit cold. Everything is cold and still, but it's okay. So I'm going to eat my lunch now, continue tuning in back to the mutational signatures talk that I was listening to earlier. Once I finish eating, hopefully I have a bit of energy to continue with my data analysis. So I'll go back to eating now and I'll catch you guys soon. Hi guys, it's currently past 7 p.m. and I'm going to round up the vlog now. Yeah, so today I wasn't able to yes, I made some progress with data analysis, but I still have lots and lots of things to do. I think it was because today ended up being a day that I used for learning, more of learning than actually doing the data analysis. But the good thing is that I still have a couple of days in the week to catch up on the work. I knew that vlogging from home means that there wouldn't be so many things happening for me. But again, the idea of picking up the camera to vlog today is just to give you a realistic perspective of how a PhD life is. Regardless, I hope you found the vlog interesting. And yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is Eid Mubarak. I hope you and your loved ones had a beautiful celebration. For me, I didn't really, I was working on Eid. Basically, the highlight of my Eid is always the prayers, and even if I'm not able to celebrate with my family, even if I have exams, sometimes I have exams, sometimes I have work. In the past years, going for the Eid prayers is always the highlights of my day, and I'm just so thankful that I was able to make the Eid prayers this year in comparison to last year with COVID and everything. Khutbah was super inspirational despite all of the things that are happening in the world. Just listening to the Imam talk about a lot about optimism, positivity, made me feel less overwhelmed by everything that is happening, and also just made me feel like, okay, yeah, like times may be tough for people around the world, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel somewhere, I hope. I felt a bit sad because Eid is a special day for me, but I like to think that all of the things that I'm doing now is just one of the few sacrifices that would be worth it, inshallah, at the end. One of those sacrifices that when I look back I will not even remember that I sacrificed for this, just because by the rahmah of Allah at that time the amount of blessings would make me even forget that I ever made the sacrifices. So that's one thing that I try to tell myself to sort of feel happy and just pick myself up. And I guess I'm saying this also for anyone who is just, consumed by, not consumed by work, but there's some people that don't have the choice, they don't have the option to be able to take breaks, especially for Eid, or to be able to do all of this, and just because maybe they have exams, they have deadlines and all of that. I know that Eid has passed, it's almost a week or a week and a half since Eid happened. By the time I upload this video, but I want you to realize that don't worry, just trust the process. Inshallah, everything will turn out just fine, and all of the effort, all of the sacrifices that you're putting into your work will pay off eventually, inshallah. So yeah, I just thought to make that small rant about my Eid and just wish you guys Eid Mubarak. I think I'll use this point to ask you guys to pray for the world. There's a lot of things happening in Palestine and just the world generally. The world needs healing, so pray, donate if you can to causes that are helping people out there. There are lots of causes that are helping people that are in need and people that are going through tough times, so please donate if you can to these causes. I just pray for healing for the whole world and we get through these tough times. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you remain safe and you're in the best of health. See you on my next one. Bye.